I can tell they watch film on that because when I did the in and out, he took his first step back. And I'm like, I'm not scared to shoot the ball.
So you're reading that as you're coming down?
Every time someone's guarding, I'm always reading that.
Mike Schmitz here in Maui with Anthony Edwards, Georgia freshman. So you were a very highly touted freshman. You've come in, had 4 or 5 games under your belt now. How do you think you've played so far?
I think I've played all right, not to my potential because of lack of effort, not going hard all the time. So I'm looking to change things around out here.
Well, we're going to dive into some of your film here. We're going to break down some areas where you've been really good, and then maybe some areas where you still have room to improve. So what stands out most about you is your physicality. I think close to 6'5", 225 pounds?
Yeah.
225, almost a 7-foot wingspan. So in transition, you're a monster. When you get out on the open floor, when you rebound like this, you attack the glass and just go. And I love your ability to change directions here. You don't see a lot of guys at your size who can do that big 1-2 step through the paint. When you're fully geared up and you're fully in attack mode, you're tough to stop. You're surveying the defense here, kind of a secondary break, in and out, big body him to the rim. Have you always been a guy who's been at his best in the open court? What's going through your mind when a defense is retreating?
My trainer always tell me when the defense bagging up, they at your that's when you got them. That's when you got them. So when they bagging up on me, I just watch their feet. Most defenders, when they bagging up, they don't want me to get to the rim, so they want me to shoot. So I have to shoot the ball sometimes to let them know that I can shoot, and I'm not afraid to shoot the ball. So sometimes they come up, and once they come up, that's when I get to my in. A lot of people go for my in and out a lot because I think I sell it a lot. But majority of the time when I get down here, it's more of my body because I'm always bigger than the defender that's guarding me. So that's most of the time.
Yeah, and you mentioned it here. They're expecting you to get downhill, right? So you have the little guard who's on his heels, backs up, boom,
see?
Pop, in and out.
The in and out.
Yes,
I can tell they watch film on that because when I did the in and out, he took his first step back. And I'm like, I'm not scared to shoot the ball.
So you're reading that as you're coming down.
Every time someone's guarding, I'm always reading that. Yeah.
And then you can see here maybe an area to improve, right? So I don't know if you remember this play, but
I think I got a charge call on this. Yep. I feel like I should have swung it earlier. Once I made the behind the back, that left dribble on my hip, even if I would have kept it, I should have got it out and swung it earlier.
And we've seen that from you, right? Off that live dribble with the left hand. We've seen you whip that pass.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the right play there. Those are things that you're going to continue to learn. And here's almost an identical play where you do exactly that. So watch this. You're coming down, you catch, head of steam, slow up a little.
That's what I got to do more of.
That little euro, right?
My long steps, because I'm long and I got a strong body, so I got to do more of taking long steps in the paint, so I don't run into the defender.
Yeah, of course.
Or sometimes come to a jump stop,
right?
Instead of just going all out of control, because that's not my game,
right?
So I make a couple mistakes on that a game.
No, but that's a good read. You slow up, hit him with the 1-2, and then you're fired up for the 4-point play here. Go holler at your guy. And you're at your best when you're making quick decisions. You know, it's an adjustment going from AAU high school where you're the dude, you're the only dude, to this level of college basketball, right?
So yeah, most definitely.
For me, you're at your best when read and react.
Right.
And I'm sure Coach Crean has talked to you about that too
all the time. Yeah.
What does he say?
Don't think about it, just do it, just go.
Yep.
Yeah. So most of the times when I want to rip through, I think about it. Instead, when I go, I got it.
And here it is, right? So you catch on the wing, rip, good things happen. Nobody can stay in front of you.
Right.
In the NBA, that's probably a drop-off for a dunk or a kick out for a 3. And then you can see it here again. Quick rip, boom. They can't stay in front of you. You draw a foul there. So that's what I think teams want to see from you as opposed to this. This is more catch, hold, and look, okay, they're confused. 2's on you, so what should your read here be?
I should have swung the ball.
Quick swing, and then they got a 2-on-1.
They got a 2-on-1. He drive, kick it to 0.
Exactly.
That's a 3, just
and they're
most
playing.
definitely.
But instead, you go Kobe mode, which I get it. You can get this shot whenever. You can get your shot whenever. We've seen that. It's just about, playing within team
being
concept.
smart, and then with the clock being where it was and the score being where it was, I should have made an extra pass instead of taking a selfish shot.
Yeah, there you go. And then in transition again, so there are times when you're head of steam going, and then there are times when you're a little chill, you're a little relaxed. And here, off a rebound, quick hit. If you guys want to play fast, quick hit.
Right,
you kind of take your time, and then you pass right into his hands.
Yep.
And then on the other end, you're explosive, you're long. Go get that.
Right.
Go pin that, And this is perfect, though. Rebound, push, head is up right away. You see your man here.
Kick it up.
Quick hit. And like, if you're playing like that, people want to play with you, you know? So what's been the adjustment, because you're like playing almost point guard now.
Yeah.
What's that been like for you?
I feel like my biggest problem playing point guard is me thinking pass first. Like, that's my biggest problem. So a lot of the games, like in the first half, I don't really score too much because I'm always thinking pass first because I'm at the one. Then once number 15 comes in, I feel like I'm back at my role, scoring the ball, playing it too.
Right.
But I think what I got to adjust to is still being attack mode.
Right.
But when I come to it and I ain't got nothing, that's when you pass the ball. So I just got to get better at that and just pushing the ball, getting it up, and being able to trust my teammates that I can get it back.
And then again here, like, this is what teams want to see. The quick decision, hit in the post. Like, it's very simple basketball, but that's what wins nowadays, man. Quick swing here on the perimeter, wide open three. So if you're playing that style, guys are going to love playing with you, like I said. And I'm sure this is something Coach Crean's talked to me about
a lot.
Settling for jumpers?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, I mean, you're strong, you're explosive. You can get to the rim whenever you want. You know, and like, when you just jab and pull up with 17 on the clock, like, you know.
Not smart.
Not smart.
Not smart at all.
Not smart. And again, you can make the shot whenever. Like, and there are a few times in some of these games where you hit 2, 3 in a row. And so you got to understand the flow of the game. Like, you got the high hand, let it rip.
Right.
For sure, 100%. But, you know, it's just a tough shot.
Right.
For a guy who's got a lot of potential getting downhill. Here again, they run you off the pin down there, and you catch. And, like, he's backing off you, but I mean, I would just pull that out, size him up, and then get downhill. Yeah. You know, again, you can make that shot, but that's a tough shot. And then now you see, like, this is when you're at your best. Same situation, but that jab, like, no chance. You got no chance.
Got no chance, most definitely,
what is your, and so, okay, there you are kind of showing out. Explain your personality. Like, how would you describe yourself?
On the court or off?
On the court.
On the court, I feel like no matter if I'm playing good or not, like, I'm energetic all the time for my teammates. Like, as you can see, when in the first half when my teammates doing, I'm jumping around. Second half when I'm scoring and they scoring, I'm jumping around. Like, no matter what's going on, I'm jumping around all the time. And
you can see it. You can see it on the floor. You got a big personality. And so take me through what you see here.
My point guard had the ball, and I seen number 1 guarding me. I said, there's no way he can stay in front of me, so I'm just going to go. I said, give me the ball.
And James Banks can't do it. Change of pace. You have that big step in the paint down. I mean, with the right or the left, the right, then the extension finish. Really impressive stuff.
When I seen 5 guarding me, I said, I'm going to take him.
Yep. And then
both of them dump
exactly.
off.
So Banks has to help up the lane, right? And that's like, that's where you can be so good, because they have to honor you there as a finisher.
Exactly.
But then, like, you're going to be sucking guys up the lane. Guys are going to be helping all over the place, and then you'll be able to make others better.
Exactly.
So I think that's what's so intriguing about you at the next level. You can go get your own, but you can also make others better. And just a little thing on your finishing here. So you're getting to the free throw line like over 7 times a game.
Right.
You're physical. You're big. Downhill, you got the little guard here. You're used to probably just barreling through guys, right? But maybe hit them with the Euro or find a way to, you know, get all the way to the front of the rim instead of just barreling through.
I feel like I should have kicked it to the corner on that play.
Okay, let's see. Let's run that back.
Like, run it back.
Let's run that back.
When I get about right there, I should have skipped it to the corner.
Right there. And who is that? That's Crump.
That's Crump.
Shot maker.
Always, come on. He's going to make it.
Shot maker.
He always going to make it.
Exactly.
Or I should have just made one bounce pass to 20.
Yep. Those are options.
Yeah.
But then here, like, similar situation except with the big. And you could have dropped it off, but I love this, how you set up the Euro. Like, that footwork, and then you're going to the free throw line. Like, that type of footwork is going to allow you to finish over NBA bigs. But this is what I've liked about, you know, some portions of your game so far, okay? Like I said, you're so used to having the ball in your hands, but they're going to take you away sometimes. So what do you see here?
Backdoor cut, or majority of the time, like, this team, the only team that did it, I think Georgia Tech did it a little bit. Boxing won me. So I just feel like Coach Crean preached to me before I committed, just, you got to learn how to play without the ball.
Yes.
So most of the time, like, some of my scores come from back those cuts with number 15.
Yep.
I just like to move now because I know I get easy buckets, because it's hard for me to score because they keying in on me. So sometimes I just cut, move without the ball so I can get easy buckets.
And that's it, man. That's what the NBA is about nowadays. So, like, they're denying you almost at half court.
Exactly.
So
he ain't even paying attention to the ball. So I was like, I'm just going to cut.
Right. Easy. And then easy dunk. And then is this a design play for you then?
No, I was just like,
Because
his head is turned that way.
Okay.
And we're taught to get about right here. I'm a little too high. I'm supposed to be a little lower. In practice, we have like an X right there.
This is a horn.
Yeah, this is a horn set. So in practice, we have like an X right here. So I'm supposed to get a little lower. And when you turn his head, I can just cut. So I wasn't as low as I was supposed to be, but he turned his head. So I was like, I'm just going to backdoor him.
And you got him here.
Yep.
Nice,
See, he didn't even turn his
pass,
head to look at the ball.
Right,
yeah.
right. And you're going to be in the NBA, you're going to be playing with guys, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, guys like that who can shoot,
had the ball in their hands.
Exactly.
Backdoor cut, that's all I need. Yep.
Yeah, you need to be able to fit with different types of guys.
Different type of players.
As you have that down, then you can start showing some of this stuff, which I've been impressed with, is your ability to pass with your offhand.
Oh, yeah. I love making one-hand passes to show people that I can pass the ball. 'Cause I think that's one part about my game that most people don't see, that I can really pass the ball.
100%.
No matter what hand I can pass the ball. No matter if I am scoring, I still can pass the ball.
Right.
And that's what people don't know about me.
And it's been impressive so far. We've seen glimpses at least. Like, what do you see here?
I just see, first of all, I see Crump running.
Uh-huh.
So I know 13 is worrying about Crump because I know the film, they've seen him make a whole lot of threes.
Yeah.
And I know nobody sees Ray because he's jogging back.
Yeah.
Their transition defense is terrible because he's worrying about here. They got nobody in the paint worrying about the rim. So I said, well, I see Ray wide open, so I'm just going to hit Ray.
And some of the best playmakers in the NBA are the guys who can pass off the dribble like that with either hand.
Right.
And here's maybe one area where you had an opportunity to do that, like Ray popping, just a hook pass. A hook pass. And that's timing. That's, learning how to play with these guys.
Yep.
And then, if he's not helping there either, he is here, but could hit the corner with kind of the Gretzky pass.
Yep.
But you kind of got to kill it. Rhythm's a little bit off,
right.
And then I think you still ended up getting a good look, but you're going to keep getting better in those areas.
Yep.
And then defensively, let's look at some of this. So, how do you think you've been defensively so far?
Off the ball or on the ball? On the ball, I feel like I'm always good.
Yeah.
On the ball, I feel like I got the mentality where you're not finna score on me. So on the ball, I feel like I'm good.
Yep.
Unless I'm tired. And when I'm tired, I'm sluggish. I play but off the ball, I feel like I can get a lot better. But if you was in practice today, like I be working on my off the ball a lot now. Like I talk, communicate, try to deflect passes, do as much as I can off the ball so people can see that I'm locked in off the ball too.
Yeah, and I would agree with you. I think there have been some times when you've been awesome. Like I said, your dimension 6'5", 6'6", long, strong, great feet. Like we've seen you be one of the best defenders on the court, you know? And then there are times when, a little bit too cool for school.
Exactly.
And so you just got to stay locked in. But we'll look at first on the ball and kind of containing the ball here. Like, great slide, and then you reach with that outside hand, which I think is fine. Like you only get fouls when you're just
reaching around the body. Yeah,
right. So that poke away, that's a heady move. That's great, man. And then your feet, again, like you have the ability to slide with these guys. You use your body, maybe a little handsy there, but again, like, and they're completely out of their rhythm. Here in McDonald's scrimmage, okay, you got Tyrese Maxey, he's a guard, and then you got Khalil Whitney, he's a wing. So you can guard multiple positions.
Yeah, I can guard multiple. Yeah.
How many do you think you can guard?
The 1 through 3.
1 through 3.
It depends. In the NBA, sometimes the 4 maybe be like 6'6", so I can guard the 4. But I feel like I definitely can guard the 1 through 3. No matter what.
And then you give the help here on the Nico drive too, the baseline help. And, force almost a turnover. So, like I said, when you're engaged and locked in, you're really good.
Right.
And then I think sometimes it's a little bit too handsy, a little bit too reach heavy. Like, look at this here. Like, that's going to be a foul every time.
Most definitely.
Going to be a foul, especially now in the NBA. Like, you really can't touch anybody. So it's about being able to, use your length and slide
your feet.
Yep. And here again, like, okay, I like that you're aggressive. Boom. Like, you don't need to bail him out like that.
First of all,
let's run it back.
That was a mistake by me because we're taught to get back.
Yep.
So I was just making a dumb play. I should have got back.
Yeah, I like the aggression though. I like that you're up. You're trying to make a play, but no need to reach. Like, you're more athletic than him. You can keep him in front. Then he's got you on his hip. There's a foul. 2 free throws. And then against here in transition, like, just pick up and be in a stance. You know what I mean? Pick up, be in a stance. You kind of let him get right to the front of the rim. In the NBA, that's a finish.
Right.
Every single time. So, and then going into some of the ball screen stuff, what do you think you could have done here?
I should have just got up into his body and got over the screen.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then what? Lift with that right foot?
I should have extended my right foot.
Yep.
Like
so
we
get
talked
up in
to
him, sit down, and lift right foot over the top of that screen. Instead, you get hit. And then now he's got to help here, so he's open. So that's going to be you, a little bit slow getting into the closeout.
Exactly.
That's a wide open 3. Another technique thing here in the NBA, like this will probably be an ice to where you want to have your chest parallel with the sideline, right?
Okay.
So that you can pressure the ball but not let it get back middle.
Exactly.
But you're not that. He hits you hard. He's got to help here because he gets beat, and then that's got to be you. Again,
I got to close out on that. Yep.
Open 3. But this next possession, like, this is perfect. In the sideline in the NBA, you're going to see a lot of ice defense, which is basically you, like, if he's angled like that, don't let it get back middle.
The scout report on him was once he come off the screen, number 10 for Georgia State, once he come off the screen with his right hand, he like to get downhill and bump you.
Okay.
So, like, all game long, when I was guarding him for a screen, I didn't want him to go right, but if he did, I didn't want him to, like, beat me right off the dribble. So most of the time, I was just trying to force him left.
And you did a great job here. You don't let him get middle.
Right.
And he does a nice job snaking it, but you see that, you switch on to Banks, and then, they don't get a rebound. Like, that's NBA defense right there. This is where you could be a monster.
Yeah.
You're averaging 2.8 steals per game right now, but can be even better. Like, when your hands are up and active, like, look at this. Like, they can't pass over you.
Right.
And then now they're completely out of sorts. You take them out of their flow, take them out of their offense. But sometimes it's more like, okay, my hands are up, but, like, am I really in him? Does he really feel me? They pass right over the top. Easy bucket. Not great post defense, but with your length, like, you could really...
I can steal that.
You could steal that. Or you could at least make him uncomfortable.
Right.
And then, let's see here. Again, like, there's you on a big, using your body, using your length, poke this away. I really think, like, if you fully buy in, man, like, you could be one of the better defenders in the NBA.
Yeah, most definitely.
Who do you think are the best defenders in the NBA? Who are some of the guys you watch?
I love Jimmy Butler on defense. I mean, he's a dog. He's a competitor. Like, the one practice I guess he did with the Timberwolves, what he did, I love Jimmy Butler. So that's probably the only person I watch on defense. I mean, I watch Kawhi and Paul George, but really Jimmy Butler. I love the way he played D. And John Wall, too. John Wall. Yeah.
You got this Jimmy Butler hair.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So then team defense, okay? Like you said, sometimes great, sometimes not so great. Here you do a really nice job. What do you see here?
Back pick.
Yep.
So I was just telling Ray, switch.
Okay, so you tell him, you switch, and then he comes, you double. That's a turnover. That's good communication. I'm sure that's what Coach Crean wants to see.
Exactly.
And then what do you see here?
2-man, so whoever catches it, I got to close out to.
Yep, and you do kind of with like a stunt.
Yeah.
And then you read him?
Well, yeah, we talked to, like, if you got two defenders, when one catch the ball, well, it's not even too much of what we're taught. It's what I do. Like, when I'm guarding two people and I see one catch the ball and he know the next person open, I kind of play in the middle of both of them. So I bait him into shooting, but I really want him to pass the ball so I can just steal it like I did here.
And then you jump the passing lane, and that's an easy dunk.
Yep.
So again, with your size and length, you can cover a whole lot of ground. Dribble handoff action, you guys switch it. Again, really good communication. So what do you see here?
Down screen. Yep. I don't know if 4 was telling me to switch.
Yep.
Because I didn't want 4 to guard 33 because 4 was too short. I got to see what happened. What happened here? Yeah,
then
we switched.
Jump it.
Yeah.
You jump it. So good communication.
Yeah.
Your athleticism, your length. So here's one thing. Like, when he gives the ball up, play's not over. You know what I mean? Like, you got to open up and kind of retreat here because they're going to set a screen. But look what happens. You turn your back.
And he had a drive.
Like, you should always see the ball and your man, because you kind of got to open up anyway for this screen. So it's about, once he gives it up, it's about staying locked in.
Right.
Should have been a foul probably. And then again, so here, you're feeling yourself a little bit. I think you just hit a 3.
Yeah.
Celebrating. But, like, when he catches there, you should be there. You should be at the rim, ready to help. But you're a little bit late. And, like, so if you're there early, Rayshon's going to know, like, okay,
he got to close out to one of them. Yeah.
Right, exactly. But since you're a little late, he's a little bit late reacting there, and that's a wide open 3. Just little things you're going to continue to learn. And here's one more effort thing I'd say. Like, so you miss a few shots. They rip the ball away from you. So you're even with this dude, right? And if someone just ripped the ball away from me, like, I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, okay, I'm sprinting down and I'm going to go make a play.
Right.
But you're kind of jogging, you're chilling. And sure, like, that's supposed to be him at the rim. I get it. But beats you down the floor, lob, I would take that personally.
Right.
Like, I'm not going to allow that to happen. So, again, just constant effort, constant staying locked in.
Yeah.
Because when you are, like, you're a monster.
Yeah. That's all I got to remember to give effort every time I'm in the game.
And then lastly, like, we'll look at some of the rebounding stuff also. Like, when you're really good, like we saw it early in those transition clips. You're finding a body and you're pushing.
Yeah.
Sometimes though, you're chilling. So they give up an offensive you guys give up an offensive rebound, and then look at you here. Like, sure that you could say that's him, but, like, find a body, hit him, just check him. He should never be able to waltz in like that. They get the rebound, okay, but here's another possession where you guys don't. Don't even look, don't even hit him, right? And then the ball ends up trickling right to his hands. That's an and one. So that's a big swing at the end of the first half.
Yeah, that's true.
You can see how pissed your man is there. Like, stay locked in there. And this is what people want to see right here, okay? You end up finding James Banks. He's 7 foot, 7'1", 260. Sure, he's pushing you a little bit, but more or less you keep him off the glass, you fight, you save the rebound. Like, that's a big-time play.
Exactly,
So how often is Coach Crean talking to you about doing these little things? What's kind of – because he's had, Vic. He's had D-Wade. Yeah. What is he preaching to you in terms of, like, what it takes to be a great NBA player?
The main thing that he says is I can't coach you how I coach Vic and D-Wade. Those guys I had more than 1 year. Right. I only got you for 1 year, so I got to give you everything that I gave them with 3 years. So that's the main thing. So I just listen to him as much as I can, and he's trying to get me in shape as much as he can. That's probably the main thing we're trying to do, get me in shape so I can be ready to play 30 to 40 minutes a game and always give effort. So I think what y'all going to see this weekend is effort all the time I'm in the game, off-ball defense, talking, just attacking the game off the tip, and just playing my game.
So where do you think – obviously you're worried about the next few days here, but you've played against all these guys, James Wiseman, Cole Anthony, all these dudes. Like, where do you think you fit in to this draft class?
I'm not really high on talking about, like, where I think I'm going to go in the draft or who I think is who. I just know James Wiseman's a great player, and I'm praying and hoping that he come back and kill the college game as much as he can. Cole Anthony doing great. I feel like players like Nico – need to get talked about a lot more. Tyrese Maxey, Trendon Watford, players like that, Trayshawn, man, and just players like that, man. I feel like I'm going to do what I got to do to go where I got to go in the draft, and whoever take me, whatever number I go, I'm going to be blessed to play in the NBA and give it my all.
And lastly, so what are your goals for the rest of the season, personally, team-wise? What are you hoping to accomplish?
My goal is to take Georgia to the tournament because I know we haven't been there in a minute, and just experience something I haven't before, like a brotherhood with my team. The seniors here, like, we beat Georgia Tech. They've been on the street where they've been beating Georgia Tech, so we kept that going and just grow as a team and build my relationship with Georgia people, not just the basketball players, all the people on the campus. Yeah.
Great. Well, Anthony Edwards, Georgia, potential #1 pick.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
Thanks so much for your time.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports, highlights, and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.